Hello and welcome to the final Monday Night Hockey of the season. I'm Simon Mason, and on tonight's episode the final relegation spots in both leagues will be decided. In the Investec Women's Premier Division we're at Loughborough for their match against Holcombe, and in London for Hampstead and Westminster at home to Beeston. In the Men's Premier Division we have Reading's must-win game at Old Georgians, Holcombe against 8th place University of Exeter, and relegation threatened Brooklands at home to East Grinstead, as well as all the action from Hampstead and Westminster against Beeston. First, we're at Loughborough University for the visit of Holcombe. The home side went into this match in 9th place, knowing that a defeat would see them in the relegation playoffs. A draw or a win by a single goal would give them a chance of moving up a position. Only a 2-goal victory would guarantee them safety, as it would lift them above Holcombe, who despite being in 6th place still weren't safe. Let's join Charlie Broom for this one.
Penalty corner. Grieve on the left, Neil on the right. Who's going to take this one on? It's going to go to Grieve. Grieve has to take it herself into the circle, and it skips off someone into the net, and it is a goal to Loughborough. Holcombe complaining about the height. Let's have another look. I think it takes a deflection. Grieve into the circle. Off the top of the backboard. Penalty corner for Holcombe. Wills on the right, Trunks on the left, and they're looking for the deflection. It's still there for the visitors. Oh, great opportunity, and the save is made and it's away. Daly cuts back and, oh, that's a super pass out to that right-hand side. Chance of begging here for Holcombe if they can find the pass into Richards. They do. Chance for Richards, and she's levelled it up. Eloise Richards, just after the half-hour mark, makes it Loughborough 1, Holcombe 1. Great ball into the circle, and Richards gives it the finish it deserves. Ball over the top, and it's a decent-looking ball as well, and a chance here for Pears. Pears driving down this left side. Pears into the circle, and Pears has won a penalty corner. Oh, what can Loughborough do here? There's a little slip and a chance on here. Campbell on the injector. Here's the opportunity for Neil, and she makes no mistake. Lizzie Neal restores Loughborough's lead on the 40-minute mark. Loughborough 2, Holcombe 1. The slip by Grieve at the top. And look how much time Campbell had. And the deflection falls kindly for Loughborough, who retake the lead. Sideline ball for Loughborough. Measured ball up over the top, and it's a good looking ball. Now, can they find the ball into the circle? It's a bouncer. It's picked up by Millington. Millington forces the save from Thomas, and Holcombe get it clear. Long corner. And Loughborough trying to make some ground down this left-hand flank. Now, can they get the ball into the circle? Here is Millington, and Wills has given away the penalty corner coming over the top of Millington's stick. Which of the two castles will this go to? The right as we look. The drag flick across the goal and in. It's Millington who won the penalty corner, who scores it. Let's have another look. With 8 minutes to go, there's a 2-goal cushion slid across the goal, and Wills can't keep it out on the post. This is Wilkinson. And Wilkinson has won the free hit. Wilkinson has a little look up. One touch. Deflection into the circle. Picked up by Loughborough. Can they get it clear? No, they can't. Chance here for Cruikshank. And Cruikshank slides it across the face of goal. Agonising for Holcombe. Penalty corner. Wills on the left. Trunks on the right. Goes to Trunks. Looking for the deflection. And there is Wilkinson to make it 3-2 with 5 minutes remaining. This is nervous times for Loughborough now. It's a really well worked penalty corner. Trunks putting it on a plate. Wilkinson finding the back of the net. Holcombe looking for this equalising goal. Wilkinson firing it into the circle. Oh, and that's not just past the post. That is not far away at all. Here come Holcombe again. Desperate times to find this equaliser. Loughborough just need to try and get this clear if they can. over the 23. There is the final whistle. And what an important result for Loughborough students. They've beaten Holcombe 3-2. And it's a result that in all probability preserves their Premier Division status.
Next to third-placed Hampstead and Westminster against Beeston. This is a repeat of the opening fixture of the season, which Hampstead won by 4-1. A defeat for Beeston could see them drop into the relegation playoff spot. Tom Lush is your commentator.
Hunt trying to play away out of the back. It's been turned over by Beeston. Sconnell. Lovely run by Sconnell, and it's a good save as well. First chance of the game falls to the visitors. Turnover and the break is on for Hampstead and Westminster. Forward into the D. Beeston trying to get players back. They can't get it clear though. Esser on the spin. Hunt with the reverse stick shot. And Joyce Esser smacks it past Cochrane in the Beeston net. Hunt had the initial shot. Somewhat looped towards the goalkeeper. Padded down straight to Esser. And she made no mistake. Again a chance for a counter-attack. Hampstead and Westminster. And Lily Alsey is setting off through the middle. Still going Alsey around the outside. Can she get her shot away? She tries to cross it. It flies past the player on the back post. Easton now letting down the right, trying to play around the Hampstead and Westminster zone, and they've done so brilliantly. There's space in the middle for Sconnell, and it's come across to her. Heavy touch! And the keeper gets across to make the save with the left kicker. What an opportunity that was for Beeston to draw level. Into the second half, Holly Hunt hits the post. She's got the heart of everything for Hampstead today. Hampstead and Westminster clear, and it's Lily Owsley with a bit of space to run. Owsley breaking through the Beeston defensive lines. Smashing up the gears, Lily Owsley. Poor shot in the end. Couldn't quite finish off the brilliant run. Set play. Slap towards the back post, and the deflection has gone in. I think off Cochrane in the Beeston goal. Nicely worked routine that slipped left. Deflection nicely turned home. Well gathered. Still in play. Beeston. Chance to put the ball into a dangerous area. Oh, and Leaper thought she had a goal. She stood there celebrating, only to be denied by the umpire whistle. Been turned over, and Beeston again have a chance to tear through Hampstead and Westminster. Good save. Chance still available. Back across! And it's just taken away from Emsley. The vital moment. She couldn't finish off the move. There you go, Hampstead and Westminster. Great chance. Good save by Cochrane. Keeps the score at 2-0. Catch out Beeston. The ball in is bouncing around. Might fall for Hunt. Does fall for Turner. Hampstead and Westminster have 3 with 3 minutes to go. Striking from the right hand side of the D, put into a really dangerous area. And it was Turner who took the opportunity.
Elsewhere, Clifton Robinsons beat already relegated Bowden thanks to Phoebe Richards' 7th goal of the season in the 45th minute. The University of Birmingham went down to a single Lottie Porter goal for Buckingham in their final match of the season. So, whilst we are unsure if the playoffs will actually be played at some point in the future, if they do go ahead, Surbiton will be at home to Buckingham in the first semi-final, and East Grinstead at home to Hampstead and Westminster in the second. At the bottom, Bowden are relegated, with the University of Birmingham slipping into the relegation playoff position after Loughborough's win moved them up to 7th. Our first match in the men's Premier Division is at Old Georgians as they hosted Reading. The home side could move up to 3rd with a victory, but the visitors were in more desperate need of points. A defeat for Reading would see them relegated, whilst a draw or a win would give them a chance of staying up depending on results elsewhere.
Ellison out to that left-hand side. And down that left-hand side, Givens with a touch, and here's a chance for Allen, and Pinner makes the save. Into the circle it comes, and Allen, Tess, Pinner. Ball on that sideline. Morton going for it, and he's won the free hit, which he's going to take himself. Morton driving down that right side into the circle. Morton has players in the middle, and one of them is Sam Ward, and he gives Old Georgians the lead. 9 minutes in, Old Georgians 1, Reading 0. Lee Morton, against his former club, sets up the first goal that could relegate them. Penalty corner, Ward on the left. And it is Ward, and the save is made by Wyver, but it's still not out of the danger zone yet. Shingles plays it to the byline. Richards across the face of goal, and the touch from Doran, and it's just wide. Wyver makes a sharp save with his right hand, and as the ball then comes across from Richards, Doran with the half touch, but not enough to get inside that far post. Played to Ed Carson. Here is Jackson. Jackson back to Carson, back to Jackson again. They've got Horn in front. Here is Horn, he gets the touch and it falls to Carson, and there's the second. Well, Ed Carson started the move really inside his own half with Jackson. 1-2s up the middle of the park. And as Jackson plays it into the circle, it's a good touch by Horn. And that fortuitously falls to Carson, who makes it 2-0. Here is Ellison, weighing up his option, goes up and over the top. And ball play forward. And here is Faulkner. Faulkner into the circle, gets a shot away. It's gone through the legs of the goalkeeper, George Pinner. And Oxborough has jabbed it in to get Reading to within a goal. Here's the ball forward. And Faulkner into the circle, gets the shot away. Pinner with the half save, and at full stretch, despite Fleet's effort, Reading score. Dropped out by Carter Keel. Forward by Sanford. Doran. Sideline ball which Tyndall will take. Tyndall. Well, that's a good looking ball to Watson. Watson spins, he's got Ward in the middle. Opts to go for goal himself. And Wyver makes the save. Good pass from Watson. Has players in the middle. It goes for goal himself, and Wyver makes the save. Penalty corner. Got Ellison on the left-hand castle. Here is Ellison, and there is the equaliser. It's in the third quarter, 51 minutes in, and Reading back on level terms in a game they've got to win. Ellison sliding this one right inside the post. That's an absolute belter from Charlie Ellison. Pinner, no chance. So here goes Reading down this left-hand side, looking for that goal that will take them in front. Jackson over halfway, looks up, finds Tyndall. That's a measured pass. Tyndall into the circle. Reading opened up, and here is the third goal for Old Georgians, scored by Matt Richards. And Reading weren't level for long. It was a slide rule of a pass from Ashley Jackson here to James Tyndall, and Tyndall sit on 8 for Richards, and he's not going to miss that. Old Georgians 3, Reading 2. Sanford goes along the floor this time, picks out Morton down that left-hand side, still going Lee Morton. And Morton now into the Reading 23. Has a little look up and a little pause, and there's going to be an acceleration here. Here goes Morton into the circle. Great run by Morton. And Ellison, it's hit his foot. They've taken the keeper off, chasing this game, Reading. And they've conceded a penalty stroke. Ward against Wyver. And Ward puts it into the roof of the net. His second of the game. And it is all over for Reading now, you feel. OG's 4, Reading 2. Wyver guessed correctly, but there's no way he's picking that one. Sanford up and over the top. Brought down nicely by Aubrey, who wins the free hit. And he sees Tyndall inside the 23. Tyndall out the right-hand side, and Morton will roll it into an empty net. That will be the end of the scoring. 70th minute. It's Old Georgians 5, Reading 2. Aubrey rolling the ball forward. They couldn't cut it out, Reading, and Tyndall, first time, sees Morton unmarked. And Morton rolls it into the empty net. For a consolation Premier Division is almost over. Just waiting that final whistle. Jackson leaves it. It won't happen. It's the final whistle. And Reading are in the automatic relegation spot at the end of the season because it's finished here. Old Georgians 5, Reading 2. And it is Reading who are relegated.
Holcombe hosted the University of Exeter, looking to confirm a 5th place finish in the league.
For their final
Exeter
game
went
of the
into the
regular
game in
season,
8th,
knowing
just
they
1
need to
point ahead
equal
of
or
9th,
better
and with a
Brooklyn's
considerably
result
worse goal
in order
difference.
to avoid
So a
the
defeat would
relegation
leave them in real
playoff.
danger of slipping
Holcombe,
into the
for their
relegation
matter,
playoffs.
just need a point to secure 5th place in the table. An early chance perhaps for Holcombe down this right-hand side, and they're in here. Here's a chance for Bandurak. Bandurak off the back foot, and the save is made by Seager Green. What a start that would have been for Holcombe. Here is Middleton. Oh, Middleton with a bit of a slip and a chance here for Carson. Carson, he's got Jackson in the middle if he can find him. And the save is made by Curtis. Penalty corner. Watson on the left, Hooper on the right. They've switched over and it's going to be Hooper. And Hooper opens the scoring. 16 minutes in. Sam Hooper makes it Holcombe 0, Exeter 1. Phillips offers. Phillips gets, and Phillips over halfway. Still going, Phillips. Gets his head up now. Can he find the pass? Well, he's got it into Bandurak. Bandurak twists and turns, and Bandurak, what a finish that is from Nick Bandurak. Into the top corner, and Exeter's lead lasts 4 minutes. Here is Bandurak once more. Bandurak. And charging forward is Middleton. Back to Bandurak. Bandurak. And Seager Green comes and makes the save. It's still there. No. Onto the foot. Patel. Oh, Patterson, sorry, to Patel. Patel turns in field. Wins the free hit. Patel takes it quickly. Up to the 23. Finds Evans. Back to Patel. Patel, and here's a chance. What a finish that is from Archie Winter. And Exeter are back in front. 23 minutes in. Holcombe 1, Exeter 2. Rupert. Twisting, turning, and intercepted. And here comes the charge for Holcombe. Holcombe still looking to counter-attack. This is Field. Field into the circle. Field on the reverse stick and off the keeper's helmet. Exeter looking to put it down that right-hand side where it's been turned over. Now here's a real chance for Holcombe. This is Middleton, and it's Jackson who goes in for the tackle, and it's a penalty stroke. Bandurak hits the frame of the goal, and it's away. Holcombe still trail. Up to the 23, has a look up, fires it into the circle. Oh, there's plenty of space, and Parente Valera makes no mistake, and Holcombe are back on level terms. Poor defending by Exeter. Patel, dispossessed and free hit given away. Scott is going to take it. Scott down to the goal line, still going. Scott, Curtis comes, and the restart on the 23 for Exeter. Dropped out by Jackson. Patel offers down that right-hand channel. Patel with a one-touch. Shot comes in. Curtis makes a save. And Holcombe get it clear, do they? No, it comes back to Patel. And eventually it's swept clear by Phillips. Middleton, little show and cuts back inside, then plays it out to that right hand side. This is Bray. Bray to Phillips. Phillips still going. Phillips into the circle, and Seeger Green makes the save. Exeter moving it around to the left hand side, and Scott cuts in field. Still going, Scott into the circle. Now can he get the shot away? Scott makes the keeper force the save, and Winter misses the target. Middleton to the right hand side, will get it back, and he's going to put it into the circle. Middleton, Scott with a touch. Oh, it's fallen free. Bandurak has a little touch. Shot comes in, and the keeper can't get a foot to it, and Tom O'Keefe gives Holcombe the lead. Exeter behind for the first time in the contest. Here is Phillips. Phillips still going over halfway to Field. Gets it back. Field up to the circle. Touch from Bandurak, and a chance for Parente Varela, and the keeper makes the save. Tell into the circle it goes, and half clear, but it's still there for Exeter, who want this equaliser. Scott trying to get the shot away. Scott on the reverse stick, and it's wide of the target. Curtis makes the save. Aerial ball thrown, and Exeter, I feel, are going to come up short. Final score here, Holcombe 3, the University of Exeter 2.
Brooklands Manchester University, without a win in their last 8 games, faced East Grinstead, who themselves have lost their last 4. Defeat for Brooklands would keep them in the relegation battle. They knew they would have to better Exeter's result.
Sutcliffe thought about going down the left-hand side, rolls out and gives it to Flanagan. Right to Vincent. Dan Faulkner well across. Stolen by Perrin. Perrin across to Lush. Tom Lush with the shot! Goal! The first goal of Survival Sunday goes to Brooklands. And it's provided by Tom Lush. I still can't believe it. Perrin turned it over. Just bunted it across to Lush. He's never had this in his locker, and he probably will never do it again. But he has given Brooklands the lead here in the vital final game of the season. Since the break, East Grinstead have been well and truly on top, pushing Brooklands deeper and deeper. Faulkner through the middle. It's opening up for EG. Great pass to Griffiths. Griffiths to Holland! It's been turned in by Clifton. It'll go down as Holland's goal. And it's East Grinstead's equaliser. Dissecting pass from Faulkner. Split the Brooklands defence wide open. And Jimmy Clifton with a desperate dive turns it into his own net. 1-1. Griffiths completely unmarked in the middle of the pitch for East Grinstead. Brooklands going to have to be wary here. Way. Carres. Way. Lush on the back post.
Rob.
It's him again.
We've got to be louder.
He's given Brooklands the lead. A much simpler finish. Carres and Way linking up brilliantly on the left-hand side of the circle. And Lush had the simple task of turning it into the open net. 2-1 to Brooklands. And is that the goal that secures their place in the Premier League for another year?
Yes, Vinny!
It's all over at Exeter.
It's finished.
It's all over here.
Everything's good.
Brooklands have done it.
Yeah, well done.
2-1 final score.
Beeston travelled to Hampstead and Westminster looking to get revenge for an opening day 4-3 defeat at home. The visitors needed a win to secure second place in the league. The final match of the day was at league winners Surbiton for the visit of Wimbledon. Phil Roper scored a 7-minute hat-trick to give Wimbledon the win and inflict Surbiton's first defeat of the season. David Goodfield got the goal for the home side, with them all coming in the second quarter. So Surbiton won the league with a 6-point gap ahead of Hampstead and Westminster, Wimbledon in third and Old Georgians in fourth. Reading are relegated after 27 years in the top flight. The University of Exeter will go to the relegation playoffs if they're eventually played. So that's it for this season. Please get in touch if there's any videos you'd like us to make available over the coming weeks to keep you all entertained. Feel free to feedback on our content on any of our social media channels. Thanks for watching.